Hi everyone, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday here. We're doing revenue in the Redwoods. This is going to be a 3-minute video. It's going to be so fast and we're going to get you from, I don't know where my pants are, to printing money here in the shortest possible time. Now look, SaaS is hard. A lot of people selling in SaaS, they're selling generally the same stuff. It all sounds the same, super crowded market. And everyone that, raises any money is like, you know what, I should sell B2B SaaS. But there are other markets in the world. There are other markets where buyers aren't pitched all the time and they aren't sent the same message and they aren't as, they haven't plugged out as much as a SaaS market. So what we're going to do today is look at one of those markets, and I'm going to show you how I went from knowing almost nothing about the company to a message like set up. We haven't sent it yet in, I don't know, 10 minutes. All right, let's dive in. So the company is called SmartPass, and basically what I did is I copied and pasted a bunch of their pages, and really simple. I pasted their pages into the ChatGPT wizard here, and then I said define their ICP. I pasted their case studies, and so once I had their ICP, I just said great, like do the best version of this. And I also wanted to create a short sentence that talks about like why they're legit, like 1,000 schools, 6 countries, right? So then what I did is Lydia is lovely. SmartPass example. I really like Lydia over there. She is a wonderful person. So what we did is really simple. I just took some of their domains. I found their domains, and then I just figured out what do they care about? Vaping or property insurance or metal detectors or vandalism or graffiti. And then I just like did the domain. Now I cleaned this domain up. That's pretty simple. I have a little keyboard shortcut for it. And the interesting thing is, so this is just Googling these keywords on this exact site, right? So do they talk about any of these keywords? I probably didn't even need the ors. Google's pretty smart. $1 billion has been invested into a scraper. Like, you can just use it. The other interesting thing is I use the results count to score their entire total addressable market. So if Google said that there are only 17 results for these terms on the site, it means they're not talking about the problem a lot. But some of them had over 100 results. So these are the schools that really, really care about this stuff. Then I did something wild. I took all of the snippets, right, in Clay here. There's, you can see the search results, and they give you this little snippet. It's not much, right? But it's like you get a title and you get a little snippet. So you can kind of see with just a little bit of text what they care about and what they're talking about. So I built this little chat here, and I said, I always start with system context. You are the VP of product marketing, right? Because they understand ICPs and personas, selling to K-12 schools. I pasted this buyer persona that I built from ChatGPT. Thank you, ChatGPT. And then I said, great, here's a bunch of snippet. And then I just I had to play around with this. Like, it's casually written, to a friend, only include the problem. I love David Ogilvy, so I threw him in there. Make sure you're explaining what SmartPass can do. And then it sucks, right? It sucks. So I'm like, do these things. I'm always like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, it should sound like a real person wrote it. Like, no one, don't address anyone or do a sign off, right? This is just the meat of the email, right? I'm not including the vegetables here. Like, hello, Jordan. Make sure you're explaining what SmartPass does. Like, include social proof, include the school's name. Like, they're just like a couple things. I did this over and over again. And then the assistant's really, really helpful because you say, this is what I'm expecting. And I always like to do this like school, like what they care about, benefits of our solution, quick summary. So you can kind of use these generic variables and it will be like, I know what you mean. Now make it simpler, like never add an introduction like dear hello. It loves to do that. I'm taking care of a woofer. Sorry about that. And I always like it to be very creative. So this is like a message that probably wouldn't work in B2B SaaS, but I bet you it'll work here. So now we know which schools they should chat with, and we know what to say. Look at this. Look at how specific this is. At like Winthrop School, and it corrected the name too, because I have it in like high caps. You're committed to student health security, authorize use security cam on premises, right? It's pulling this from the snippets. Wouldn't it be eye-opening if you could extend such diligent safety measures to student movement? Like SmartPass does this, schools like yours across 7 countries are already benefiting this. Like, could we help you achieve the security feature you desire, right? So I'm talking about, oh, time down, come on. So this is like super basic messaging that probably wouldn't work in B2B SaaS, but like I noticed that Care for Kids has recently been tackling issues related to property damage security incidents. High safety standards are a clear priority for you, but neat paperwork and operational efficiency, not so much, I bet. How's solution, blah, 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 trusted by, like, what if instead of paperwork and pass tracking, you could focus more on what truly matters, the student's education? It's pretty simple. It's not a crazy message, but it is to the right people, right? Because we scored all these Google results. And it turns out that Google found of the, like, I think we looked at tens of thousands of domains. Google found 5,000 and sorted them by the ones we care about and helped me write the message. It's as simple as that. So maybe you're just playing in the wrong pond because B2B SaaS is hard. But if you're going after other industries, the bar is much lower because people aren't seeing a lot of these messages generated over and over again. Thanks so much for joining me for Saturday Revenue in the Redwoods. I hope you have a just wonderful day. My day is going absolutely great, and I couldn't wish anything but the same for you.